Thank you. I'm honored to be here. I'm also incredibly humbled. I was the third grade girl that used to get erasers thrown at her because I couldn't complete the math quiz fast enough. So it is really quite humbling to be involved in the technology council in math and science. So I look around the room and I'm really just blown away by the talent and the amazing accomplishments that are represented by everyone here. So thank you. Women Tech Council, you guys do great work. You gals do great work. Keep it up. You inspire me to be a better person. And state of Utah, I know the Lieutenant Governor just left, but the reality is Envy is actually in Utah because of the amazing economic environment it creates for small businesses. Every success we've had has really been Utah's success. We have applied for every single one of their grants. So thank you. Okay, innovation, I love this word, right? I love the word innovation. I've read every book that's ever been written about innovation. When you look up the definition, it's make changes in something established by introducing new methods, ideas, or products. Like, oh, that's such a good word. As compared to invent, right? Invent is different, create or design something that has not existed before. Be the originator of, right? Different words. To me, innovation is within everyone's grasp, right? All we have to do is introduce new methods, ideas, or products. New methods of something that already exists. Let me tell you this. Envy is not the creator of the wheel, right? Envy wasn't even the creator of the carbon fiber bicycle wheel. In fact, all of these products existed well before Envy got in the market. But what did Envy do? Envy created a new way to make this wheel, right? A proprietary process that created a more durable, reliable, enjoyable ride experience. That's what we did, right? But it's an innovation on an already existing product. And it's a process change, it's a method approach. And so the thing I want to talk about tonight is how do you create a culture built on innovation? How do you foster innovation within your own companies? Because innovation needs to be it's beyond just R&D, right? Innovation it should be inherent in your sales team, customer service, testing. Your receptionist should live and breathe innovation. So how do you achieve that? Well, at Envy, we have 5 principles that we try to deploy. And the first principle is fail fast, fail cheap, right? Fail fast, fail cheap. We probably have 100 experiments going on right now. And those experiments exist all around the company. The question is, can you do it quickly and can you do it cheaply? And can you do it with existing resources that we have? The whole goal about the fail fast, fail cheap mentality is do it quick, learn, iterate, right? It's a great model, but you have to follow the second principle, which is to create an environment where it's safe to fail, right? Fail. You gotta fail, like flat out on your face kind of fail. So how do you create that environment? Well, it really starts with you, and it starts at the top, right? You have to be comfortable with failure as a person, as a leader, as a woman in a leadership position. My philosophy is if you're not failing, you're really not trying hard enough. But that's a tough thing to get to if you're starting an environment where failure is not really celebrated. So how do you start? Well, the first thing you can do is say, I'm not sure this is going to work, but this is what I'd like to try. That's a simple statement. You're already sort of prepping the audience that you're going to fail. The second is to celebrate the failure, right? So we have a ton of products at Envy that have never seen the light of day. We actually make the engineer who designed the dog, which is what we call it, wear the product around his neck for a week to celebrate the failure that it exists. And then we put it on a shelf and we point to it as an example of how we failed, right? So you have to celebrate failure and embrace it. The third is to challenge the status quo. Sounds easy. Envy just got bought by a company, and my sister company is a 125-year-old French company. Challenging the status quo is a great opportunity with this company. And so the question we ask is not why, but why not, right? Asking why not is a great way to challenge legacy thinking or historical rhetoric. The fourth may seem a little odd, but my belief is you give the team enough resources and time, but really not too much. To me, excess of time and money breeds complacency and over-engineered products, whereas scarcity, or the perception of scarcity, fosters innovation and unconventional thinking. This product is a perfect example. This is one of our aerodynamic products developed with an aerodynamicist. Instead of having parallel braking surfaces, it's got a continuous curvature for the airflow, all sorts of wonderful technology reasons. We produced this product without a braking surface because that was the fastest product we could make. 3 weeks prior to launch, we are so excited. This was our debut into the aerodynamic market. We are on cloud 9 because all of our testing had gone well. The Pro Tour team that was riding it loved it. And then it rained. And they couldn't stop because there was no braking surface. It was really fast, but they couldn't brake. Kind of a problem. So we could have said, okay, let's give it 6 more months. We got to find a solution, blah, blah, blah. We didn't have the time, nor did we have the money. Nor was it raining in the state of Utah, right? So we couldn't even test a product. So what did we do? We bought a Camelback, a battery motor, and a sprayer, and created a rainstorm on a bicycle so we could go up and down the mountain pass with creating our own rainstorm just on the bike. Kind of like Linus, where the dirt follows him all around. That's what we had. So we created a rain experience, but we still didn't have a way to create the braking surface without disrupting the continuous flow. And so what we did is we got everybody in the company that had anything to do with making product at the time, got them in a room and said, we have got to figure out a solution. And literally the machinist who made the mold came up with the suggestion of molding in the braking surface. Not only did we create an entirely new process that's proprietary to Envy, we hit our deadline. And then the last philosophy for innovation at Envy, to me, is a life philosophy, and it's one of less but better. So it's different than less but more, right? It's less but better. If you got 5 things that are supposed to be a priority, pick 3. If there's 10 things that are a priority, pick 5. Less but better certainly can breed innovation. So, in closing, right? Fail fast, fail cheap, make it safe to fail. It starts with you. Challenge the status quo, give teams enough but not too much, and pursue less but better. Lieutenant Governor just touched on this. It's a really uncertain time right now. And as I looked at my daughter, right, who's 13 years old, and I looked at the landscape of what's happening, I have to ask myself if I'm really being the best leader. I create this great culture of innovation at Envy, but am I creating this culture of fail fast, fail in a safe environment at home for my own daughter? And I think what I came to this conclusion is that I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough. And so I ask if I can come to the revelation that I'm not doing enough to support women, daughters, and honor the good work that our Women Tech Council does to foster innovation and foster women in innovation. My question to you is, are you doing enough? And can we do more to support the females, the young generation, the young daughters that are sitting in the audience tonight? Thank you so much.